Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to today's physics class. So, here in chapter 8 motion, and today we are going to discuss some of the exercise questions. So, before we start today's class, let's have a quick recap of things discussed in the yesterday's class. So, yesterday we discussed about uniform circular motion, and then we also discussed some of the characteristics of uniform circular motion, such as it should have a circular path and also the speed should be constant. Then finally we also came across the equation, that is v equals to 2 pi r by t. So this equation is used to find a speed in a circular path. So here r is the radius of the circular path and t is the time to cover that one complete round of that circular path. So this is how you can find speed or velocity for a circular motion. So now let us discuss the exercise questions one by one. Okay, so question number 1. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter in 40 seconds. So many times I told, always try to represent the questions in terms of diagram so that it becomes easier to understand the question. So here we talk about question number 1. So first we have to draw a circular track. That means we need to draw a circle. Now what else is given? The diameter of the circular track is 200 meters. So here the diameter is 200 meters. So if diameter is 200 meters, radius will be half of the diameter, so that is 100 meters. Then what will be the distance covered and the displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? Now time required to complete one round is 40 seconds. So let us write stepwise. Solution. Time to complete one round is equal to 40 seconds. So this is given. Now we have to find what will be the finishing point at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds. So let us convert 2 minutes 20 seconds in terms of seconds first. Now time is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So if we convert this in terms of seconds, this 2 minutes can be written as 2 into 60 seconds plus this is 20 seconds. So it becomes 120 seconds plus 20 seconds. So this will give you 140 seconds. So let us assume this to be the starting point of the athlete. Then after 140 seconds, what will be his final point? That we have to find first. So as it is given, 40 seconds is required to complete one round. That means if the athlete starts from point A, then it will take 40 seconds to come back to point A. So in that way, how many rounds he is going to complete in 140 seconds? So we need to find first the number of rounds. So here let us just write down this the reverse order, that is in 40 seconds number of round is equal to 1. Therefore in how many seconds? 140 seconds. 140 seconds number of rounds will be equal to what? 1 upon 40 into 140. So this will give you 0 0 cancel, 2 2 7. So it will be 7 by 2 rounds, or this is 7 by 2 means 3.5 round. That means 3 complete round and then another half round. So if he starts from point A, then again coming to point A is 1 complete round. Again coming back to A 2 rounds, again coming back to A 3 rounds, plus another half round. So another half means half of the circle is what? Just opposite end of this diameter. So the athlete will stop at point B, which is just opposite to point A. So this, from this diagram, it is clear that the displacement of the athlete will be what? AB. That is, why AB? Because we know displacement is the shortest distance from the initial point to the final point, and here the shortest point is of course the diameter itself. So therefore we can write about displacement. So therefore displacement is equal to what? AB, and AB is nothing but your diameter. So this gives you 200 meter. So here displacement is 200 meter. Now let us find out the distance. So to find distance, we have already found out number of rounds. So number of rounds is equal to what? 7 by 2 or 3.5 rounds. So we have to use this to find the total distance covered. Now distance covered in one round is equal to what? The circumference of the circle. So distance covered in one round is twice pi r, which is the circumference of this circle. Therefore distance covered in how many rounds? We got already that there are 3.5 rounds or 7 by 2 rounds. So distance covered in 7 by 2 rounds will be equal to what? 7 by 2 multiplied with twice pi r. So this 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So as a result we get 7 pi r. Then 7 into pi, what is the value of pi? It is 22 by 7. And then what is r? We already know if diameter is 200 meters, then radius will be half of diameters, which is 100. So here this 7 and 7 is cancelled. So 22 into 100 becomes 2200. So our distance covered is 2200 meters, and displacement already we have found out, it is the diameter itself. So displacement, once again let us write, displacement is equal to AB, and this AB is nothing but a diameter, which is equal to 200 meter. So the distance we got as 2200 meters and displacement we got as 200 meters. So I hope you have understood this part. Now let us move to question number 2. So in question number 2, it is written, Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B of a straight 300 meter road in 2 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds. So once again let us represent this question in the form of diagram. Question number 2, solution. So what is given? One end A to other end B. So let this point be A and the other end be B. Now the distance from A to B is given as 300 meters. So it's given as 300 meters from A to B. So Joseph jogs from one end A to the other end B of a straight 300 meter road in 2 minutes 30 seconds, and then turns around and jogs 100 meter back. So he again turns around and comes back 100 meter till point C. Now distance from this B to C is again 100 meters. So after reaching B, he again returns back 100 meter. He returns back 100 meter. Then you have to find, and it takes 1 minute to return back. So first of all, it takes 2 minutes 30 seconds. 2 minutes 30 seconds to reach point B. And then it takes another 1 minute to reach point C. So this is 1 minute. Fine. Now we have to find what are the Joseph's average speed and velocities, number A from A to B and number B from A to C. Now let us find first of all from point A to B. So first of all let us find from point A to B. Now from point A to B, what is the distance covered? Distance is equal to 300 meters, and also displacement will be same, that is 300 meter. Then what is the time taken? Time taken is, or simply we can write time is what? 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So let us convert this. So 2 minutes means 120 seconds plus another 30 seconds, total becomes 150 seconds. So therefore for point A to B, the speed and velocity will be same because we got distance and displacement as same. So therefore we can write in one line, speed equals to velocity, which can be written as what? 300 divided by 150. Why 300? Because the distance or displacement is 300 and time is 150 seconds. So this will give you 2 meter per second. So here we have written speed equal to velocity just because the distance and displacement is same. So we got for point A to B it is 2 meters per second. Now let us find out for point A to C. So now for point A to C. Point A to C. Now here the distance will be what? A to C means first we have to count the distance he has covered from A to B and then again from B to C. That is, first we'll break this into two parts. Here distance will be equal to first AB, then again BC. So AB is 300 meters plus BC is again 100 meters. So this will give you 400 meters. Now for returning, what is the time taken? Time taken is 1 minute. So you can write total time. Now before this let us find out what is the displacement from point A to C. Now from point A to C, displacement will be what? 200 meters. Why? Because only we have to see the shortest distance from the initial point to the final point, and now final point is C. So the displacement will be what? AC. Displacement is equal to AC. So distance from point A to C is what? 200 meters. So now what is the total time from point A to C? Total time from point A to C will be what? First of all it was 2 minutes 30 seconds, so that was 150 seconds, 50 seconds. Then another 1 minute from point B to C, that is 60 seconds. So total becomes 210 seconds. So in this case the distance and displacement is not same, therefore we cannot write speed equal to velocity, and therefore we have to find both of them separately. So first of all let us find out the speed. So speed is equal to distance by time. Here distance is 400 meter, time is, what was the total time? 210 seconds. So this 0 cancels, so it becomes 40 divided by 21 meter per second. You can again find out in the decimal, or you can even keep it in fractions. Then what is velocity? Velocity is displacement divided by time. So displacement we got as 200, and what is your total time? Total time is 210. This is 0 0, so this becomes 20 by 21 meter per second. So this is the speed from point A to C, and this is the velocity. So if you want, you can convert this into decimal. So this is the solution of question number 2, and in the next class we'll discuss few more questions of the exercise. So you have to do few questions as homework, so just write down the homework questions. So the homework part, so your homework will be question number 4 and question number 10. So please do these 2 questions as homework, and whatever important question is left, that we'll discuss in the next week's class. So that's all for today. Thank you, my dear students.